Jessica's first day of kindergarten. We're all excited and brought Jessica in, and there were tables in the classroom with name tags, nameplates. And so we found Jessica's nameplate. We were one of the first people to arrive, so not everyone was there. And Jessica saw who she was sitting next to, girl I never knew, but apparently Jessica knew from preschool or wherever. And she said, I don't want to sit next to her. And that totally threw me because Jessica's always been friendly and welcoming, and it just totally, I could not believe I heard this, that she did not want to sit next to someone. So I said, well, maybe you should talk to the teacher and see what the teacher says. So the teacher said, fine, no problem. She switched her. And then when she came home from school, I said, why is it that you didn't want to sit next to this person? And she said, because she has a funny arm and she walks funny. And that, I was shocked, because here at home, she has such a disabled sister. I would think that she would be the most welcoming of someone who has a disability. And instead, she didn't want anything to do with it. She did not want to sit next to her. And I was heartbroken to hear that. And so I had spoken with her teacher later on, and I had spoken also with a child psychologist, only, in passing. I had mentioned it. And they both explained to me that at home, Rachel is part of Jessica's world at home, where being disabled is a constant. And that at school, it's Jessica's world. And that she wants to have a normal, typical world where there's no disability, no medical issues. And so she was taking control of the situation and making it happen because she knew this girl had a disability and she didn't want to be part of that. And that was actually, as heartbroken as I was that she felt that way and didn't want to sit next to this girl, it also kind of made me proud in the fact that she was able to acknowledge it and figure out how to remedy it. And so it kind of reassured me that she's going to be okay. A few years later, she ended up being very good friends with this girl. And she actually said to me, she's not so bad. She says, I don't know what my problem was when I was in kindergarten. So, she's learned to look past disabilities growing up, but at that time in kindergarten, that was an eye-opening experience to realize. One day we were picking Jessica up from school, and I had Rachel with me. So I pulled into the handicap spot and wheeled her out in the wheelchair to go in to get Jessica. And as I'm wheeling into the school, the kids were already assembled in the lobby area. And one of the kids says to Jessica, ew, is that your sister? And Jessica stood up proud as a peacock and said, yes, it is, and bumped me aside and took Rachel's wheelchair and started wheeling her around. And, there's another proud mom moment that she wasn't going to let this kid intimidate her or make her feel sorry. And she was, in fact, going to show that she's proud of her sister and it's not so bad.